Terraria is one of, if not the best game ever made. When I say that, that is not an exaggeration. It literally has over 1 million positive reviews, and I think that is warranted on Steam. I think there's a reason why Terraria has so many positive reviews, and you know what? I think I'm one of those people. I think. But it's not just that. I've made literally over 100 videos on this game. I have 90 episodes of a playthrough I've been doing on this game. My name is Acidical Portal, and welcome back to Terraria, and I'm going to actually name this series Shaggy Adventures. Yeah, it's safe to say that I like this game, and I think a lot of the people that click on it are gonna be biased, but you know what? I think that's cool, and I think we can all be biased together and agree that this game is just amazing. Okay, well anyways, what makes Terraria so great isn't just that it has so much to it. There's a lot of depth. It's like an iceberg. We all have played that game the first time and we just say, oh well, it's 2D Minecraft, but you're completely missing the point if that's the case. And I think, if we're being totally honest, I think we've all been at that point when we started playing that game. I've played the game for a very, very long time, and I remember arguing back in like 2013, 2014 when I started first playing it. My friend was saying, this game is so much better than Minecraft, and I'm like, dude, nothing's better than Minecraft. Are you kidding me? And I actually played the game, and you know, I think in some regard, I don't think he's wrong. There's a lot to unpack here. There's a lot that we can discuss about this game. When you first start the game, it's pretty basic, it's pretty simplistic, but that doesn't really last. The more you play the game, the more you get resources, the more you get items such as loot, ores such as copper, iron, lead, that kind of stuff. Surprisingly, lead and iron are very important through the entire game, and that kind of makes sense. But there's so much to find in the underground. In fact, in a lot of ways, it's better at being Minecraft than Minecraft is at itself when it comes to that aspect of cave exploration. Because the game is 2D, most of the world is underground. So most of the world is you exploring in the underground. Not to mention there's literally hell in this game. Well, it's called the underworld, but it's basically hell. And it has a much different approach. I don't think Terraria takes itself as seriously as Minecraft. I mean, come on, dude. They have a unicorn outfit. They literally have fart in a jar. Yeah, Terraria doesn't take itself very seriously, and I kind of like that. I think Minecraft, on the other hand, it's lost a lot of its soul as it got more popular. But I think Terraria has always been this passion project that team of developers has always kept making. You know, it's kind of funny because Terraria themselves, they said back in the day, they said they would be done the game on version 1.2, and then 1.3 happened, and then 1.4 happened, and then 1.45 happened. 1.5 confirmed. So anyways, getting back to the point, not to mention there's a lot of bosses in this game. I mean, there's a lot of bosses, okay? We've already gone over the debate of Minecraft. Oh, well, there's like 3 bosses in Minecraft, and, you know, 2 of them are like, actually, yeah, no, we don't need to go there. But you're getting my point now that there are many, many bosses in this game. When you first start this game, right, when you're a noob to this game, the Eye of Cthulhu is terrifying. I mean, it's literally a giant eyeball that attacks you, and you get that pop-up message that comes up, and you don't know what the hell that even means, and then, oh shit, yeah, you realize pretty quickly that you're gonna get your ass handed to you if you don't do something about it, or if you're underprepared.
What the? Okay, I think I was getting killed by tiny eyeballs the entire time. Automatically getting bombarded by fucking tiny eyeball people. All right, get them away from the people. Get them away from the villagers. I am so sorry, Connor. Holy shit.
But thankfully, the Eye of Cthulhu is a pretty simple boss. So when you actually go and progress in the game, it makes it a bit easier because now you have the basic understanding that this is going to be a boss simulator. So then after that, you fight the boss in the evil biome, one of 2 biomes, and I like that they have that variety. And then after that, you fight Skeletron, and Skeletron is amazing because you can enter the dungeon, and that in itself is just a complete world of its own, and this game is always propelling you further and further. There's always stuff to find. You're like, because there's literally 5,000 items in this game, you have no idea how to even process that, so you're like, what is this item? What is this item? Heck, what the heck is this item? Why do all these things exist? And you just keep going into the game and you realize like there's so much to this game. There's so much I haven't discovered about this game. Like I said, I've been playing this game for a very long time and there's still things that I don't know about it. Not to mention the wiki. The Wikipedia for this game is phenomenal. It pretty much teaches you and shows you pretty much everything that you could ask for about this game, whether it be an item or how to craft an item or how to summon a boss or how to get to a particular biome, fishing, golfing, all sorts of shit that's there. And that's what's so cool about this game is there's so much variety, and because it's a 2D pixelated 16-bit game, it allows for a lot more space and a lot more content because you don't have to make a 3D atmosphere that requires RDR level of storage. There's a reason why I bought a 15 terabyte hard drive because I was running out of shit on my computer. But Terraria is one of those games that's easy to download, it's easy to play, unlike Minecraft where you have to download a bunch of shit and you have to keep rebuying the game on several different accounts. Not to mention that Terraria is $10, and once you own the game you can practically have it on any device that you have logged in Steam, and you can download it on any of those devices, versus Minecraft where you kind of have to re-download it, which is bullshit, and pay $50, which is bullshit. And yeah, so a Terraria update adds thousands and thousands of items, or hundreds at the minimum. Minecraft, it's like the sniffer, plants, bamboo. You get my gist. You get what I'm saying. Terraria, there's just always so much to unpack with the game, and there's always so much to it. And it's the game that keeps on giving. You can play it a 10th time through and you still haven't figured out the entire thing. Not to mention the gameplays literally take over 50 hours sometimes. If you're taking your sweet ass time with the game, yeah, it's gonna take time to finish. There's a lot of good things that I could say about this game, but I think a lot of the things that I could say, there's just too much to it. It's a game that I think not all of us grew up with. I think a lot of us grew up with Minecraft, but I think Terraria is the mature version of that, where it's a sandbox game, but it doesn't restrict us. It's not limited, and it really allows us to explore or fight bosses or do whatever the hell we want. And on top of those things, the progression is great, and it's super rewarding when you defeat a boss. It's super, super rewarding. And for example, when you defeat Skeletron, you really want to get your butt in the dungeon. So when you get yourself into the dungeon, there's even more stuff and more items and more what the fucks and just more stuff in general. And then you get to the point where you discover the underground. Sorry, you discover hell. Sometimes you already have, but then you figure out, oh shit. And before you get too comfortable with the game, once you get into hard mode, oh man, the game really takes a toll on you, and it's like you have to start all over again. And that's what I like about so much about the game. It preps you towards something. It gives you more than what you asked for. Oh, you think the wall of flesh is the end? No, think again. There's so much more after the wall of flesh. There's probably 2 times as much content after the wall of flesh. So when you actually defeat the wall of flesh, you're like, oh my god, I am powerless. I mean, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this? There's literally, and then all of a sudden you figure out, oh well, there's new ores I can mine, there's new stuff that I can get, and there's new bosses to fight, and you're back at square one. And you get better NPCs, better items, better weapons, and overall the experience just gets even more OP. The game becomes less and less like Minecraft the more you actually explore this game. You have a bunch of ridiculous NPCs that don't really sell you very important things, but you also have NPCs that can really help you out with many things. Oh shit, what was I gonna say? Overall, I think this game overall has really ingrained this level of obsession, because the way the reward system is set up, the way that like naturally we seek that reward, Terraria fits that beautifully. And it's always able to reform that level of anticipation and that level of reward when you actually beat a boss or when you actually progress the game. It feels incredibly rewarding. And I can't say that about many games. A lot of games, it's like we play them and then we just kind of get bored of them and then we stop playing them after a while. But Terraria, there's always something to do. There's always something you can do. You're tired of fighting a boss and you don't really want to craft this next item because you're lazy? Easy. Just go fishing. You don't feel like fishing? Well, you can build a house for the next NPC. Speaking of which, you could also buy shit from the NPCs. Oh yeah, if you want, you could also mine ores or create a storage system or go to the underground and get some weird stuff. There's so much stuff you could do, and you can go into the sky. The other thing I should mention is that even once you've completed the game, which as the game says itself, all good things must come to an end, there's also mods. Yes, there is mods, and mods literally open up new doors that were not previously there. Calamity mod is such an insanely huge mod. It adds about 2,000 items and 26 more bosses, so you basically have almost double the amount of content that you did from before. There's also thorium, there's also the redemption, polarities, shadows of the ancients. Also, there's literally thousands of mods that you can choose from, and honestly, I never understood this, but I never got why that it was considered like a crime to play more than one mod at a time. Big mod, I don't really give a shit. Play as much as you want, have as many mods installed as you want, as long as your PC can handle that, and just have fun with it. Go berserk, explore, figure out all the different crap that these mods can bring to the table. It's literally endless. You can never actually get bored of this game, in the sense that you can always go back to it and you can always find more. So yeah, that was basically my assessment of why this game is the greatest game ever made. I didn't want to make it too long because people's attention spans nowadays are, pretty damn short, but I hope that my assessment and documentary style video, which this is kind of a new thing for me, has satisfied your bias towards this game and mine as well. I get it, man. We're both in the same circle. So that's about it. I will be making more content soon. Check out my other videos, not to mention check out, my series if you want. But yeah, Terraria will be in the hearts of everyone who's played this game. There's always so much to it that we can take out, and it just is. Terraria is the perfect game.